All right, the Cowboys, we just won the Super Bowl, the end of the 2010 season, and then I simulated the Pro Bowl. I don't even know who won or lost that, and thankfully injuries don't roll over from season to season in this reality, the Madden reality. I think that's kind of nice. Players also come back healthy and improved as if they've been playing, like Terrence Newman. Okay, I want to tell you one thing I did. I went and I used my Madden editors. Let's see, this one was called, well, I used TextMod. That's basically short for texture mod. And it allows me to load like some higher res graphics and stuff like that. I need to change out the Washington football team graphics. So then the other editor I had, this one's called Madden Editor 08V2. So Madden Editor 08V2, Madden AMP, that's this one, AMP 441, and also NZA's Madden Editor. They all are similar but slightly different. This one makes it fairly easy to look at the teams, and it has their current salary cap, but also where they're expected to be at the beginning of the off season for next season. So this team has 165 million on the payroll right now, and 94 million on the payroll for next season that they're committed to. Dallas Cowboys are actually one of the more financially committed teams. I didn't realize that at 142. Most other teams for next season have actually fairly low numbers. I don't know why. Oh, it's the AFC total. Okay. So most teams are going to come down quite a bit. And so the first thing I'm going to do, just this run through, is I already did this actually. I lowered the salary cap to 155 million. It was 169. So to begin the 2011 season, salary cap's coming down quite a bit. I wasn't at the salary cap, so maybe this doesn't impact me. I just need to make sure I can sign my rookies. I'm going to lose a lot of free agents, to be honest. So we'll see how much this impacts me. A lot of 1-year guys. Bobby Carpenter, he was a great third middle linebacker, but I'm not going to pay for him. I'm going to try to draft players like that and pay them very little. Gary Kubiak actually, I guess he did have to leave Houston ultimately, but as we all know, he won a Super Bowl. Son of a bitch, Wade Phillips is retiring. What's crazy is that in my playthroughs, he often comes back. What to do? I need a new coach. Who are my coaching staff? So I got no offensive coordinator. I do have a defensive coordinator. What is this guy? Work ethic. Pretty good on defense. He's got everything is mediocre on defense, but that is more valuable as a coordinator. I forget what the most important thing is for a total head coach. It might be motivation, which this guy doesn't really have. That's crazy. Who are these bums? All right, let's look at the coaches that are available. I'm totally going to sign my own head coach. My head coach should be like Mary Poppins. Scott Linehan. Oh, I'm sorry. He actually was an offensive coordinator in Dallas for a long time. He had some success. He was good. All right, what is ETH? I forget. You want to be good at everything. Motivation is important. I think for a head coach, maybe motivation is very important. Marty Schottenheimer, freaking perfect, actually. Tom Coughlin. I mean, it seems like Marty Schottenheimer outranks Tom Coughlin in every category. Jack Del Rio was actually a former Dallas Cowboy. All right, let's go with Marty Schottenheimer. We'll get him the Super Bowl wins he was denied in real life. What? Are you kidding me? I'm coming to get this guy for head coach. Okay, 2 years. Did I make some terrible mistake or something? Was there something I didn't get? Maybe he's gonna like turn into a pile of dust and vanish. I would love to think that his like, why is his defense rated high? What? Why does it say defense 84 up here, but these scores are really low? Alright, whatever. Defense is 84. Motivation 92, whatever this is very high. His actual like relationship, DL and stuff like that, to the specific player position groups isn't terribly important. Anyway, I got a head coach. Marty Schottenheimer. You're going to enjoy some success you never had in real life. Winning Super Bowls. He was a good player, though. I mean, a good coach. Had some really good teams. All right. All right. Offensive coordinator. A lot of these best offensive coordinator guys want to be head coaches, which is annoying. I want you to be... This guy can improve everyone but offensive line. I'm sure he wants to be offensive, be a head coach. Can I offer him to be offensive coordinator? No. I wish they would make it clear in this interface, but it's too late. They will not update this interface. If they would make it clear that this person or that person wants to be, their motivations are all really low. I think Art Shell was actually good at offensive line. That's really where I need my most work. I mean, long term. Let's see if he'll be an offensive coordinator. No. What if I offer him less money? Or tons of money to be my offensive coordinator? He almost would have accepted head coach. Holy shit, am I like picking from the bottom of the barrel? What is going on? Kim Weisenhurst. Offensive coach. Alright. Perfect. Alright. Ken Weisenhurst. Not the highest stats, but at least he has pretty high stats for those. There were some definite lowers. He's weaker on offensive line, which that's a drag, but it's always good to get pretty good stats elsewhere. All right, we're done with this. Yes, I want to advance. Pretty soon we're going to get to retired players. Let's take a look. Man, Brian Dawkins. I am relieved he's retiring. Jason Elam. Donald Driver. He made the Pro Bowl and he retired. I would like to know statistics on players who made the Pro Bowl and then retired the same year. Does that happen very often? Ever? Michael Strahan. Oh, yeah. Rondé Barber. Yeah, when Tampa Bay, I met them, I think, in the playoffs. Terrell Owens is retiring. I wonder who he played with last year. I forget. I had him until last year. Then I let him go in the off season. His speed had declined. Now his speed is 78. His speed had dropped from like 91 to 85 to now to 78. I kept him while it was 80. It was 86. And hey, we won a Super Bowl. We also lost a playoff game though. Hines Ward, Sean Alexander, Al Harris. Hey, he's a good coach in Dallas now. Mike McKenzie. Yeah, Simeon Rice. A lot of good players, bro. I am not as familiar with him. But to last in the league that long is impressive. Yes, this guy. I was trying to remember if this guy's in prison or if it's another man. Don't want to slander him if I'm wrong. Okay, let's look up. Anyone from Dallas retiring? No. What? In what planet would I cut Flozell Adams? All right, let's look at the team salary. Oh, we don't have it yet. He has a huge salary. He's 36, but he has an 88 overall. He still has this awesome run block, 97. I ain't cutting that guy, man. He's part of my plans. He's like a guy I'm going to play until he drops dead. All right. None of these guys, except for this dude. Let me see where my team salary is. So I lowered the salary cap. Wait, didn't I? I had to figure out how to do that. I was meaning to lower it to 155 million. Let's go here. Menu file. Oh, did I not load it? Save. Done. So now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go File, Open. I'm going to open that one. Close all these windows. All right, the salary cap it says here is 167, 155, 123, 123. Okay, now back in Madden, I am going to have to exit this interface. Now done. And then a file open. All right, let's check that salary cap now. All right, good. So the salary cap will be lower. I mean, almost 15 million, 13 million lower. I think that'll drive the distribution of big players. I was surprised how many teams like had enormous salaries, 150, 169 million or whatever. And then this next season, they're going to start off like at 90 million. So they will come into this with a ton of room in which to maneuver. This offseason shouldn't be super dicey. I should have enough space to like cover my draft picks, whatever. But I actually lost a lot of my guys were on 1-year deals. Don't really feel a need to resign them. Okay, but you see, I only have 40 out of 45 players. What? I don't quite understand how I only have 40 out of 45, but I only have one defensive tackle, one quarterback. All right, I've enjoyed having Aaron Rodgers. We'll take a look if that's what I want. Restricted free agents. All right, no. Yes, this guy intrigues me as a restricted free agent. Let me look at my strong safeties. All right. This guy's a good special teams player. I'm going to re-sign him because why? I don't know. I'm not going to re-sign him. I already have enough strong safeties technically. Surely, I mean, I'm just hypothesizing. Okay, a 79, I don't actually think I can just replace that in the draft, at the bottom of the draft. So this guy, a team salary, I shall offer a small contract. No team salary here. Patrick Watkins, back on the market. All right, guy. What, 2 million? You kidding me? I'll go with 1.3. Let's see if he signs that. I think that's pretty good for a guy that's going to be doing a lot of tackles and cleanup on special teams. That's a big salary, to be honest. I should be less generous and let him walk. Okay, these are the guys that zeroed out. Now, I love Jason Ferguson, but he's gone from like an 86 to an 81 over 2 seasons, so I'm going to let him go. Kyle Kosier, though, is hard. And the problem is he's still got like 5 or 6 years where he's probably going to be really good. I enjoyed having Bethel Johnson or Chris Houston. Let me see if I can see him. He's going to be around for a while. I mean, he's going to be fast and maybe cheap. Look at those cheap salaries total the whole time. Love to have this guy on my team. At the bottom of the roster, covering kicks, trying to block kicks, etc. That cheap salary, those great speed and strength attributes, yeah, very valuable to me. All right, Aaron Rodgers, man, you've developed. Hey, he went up in overall because he like took over the game in a Super Bowl. Okay, I love this guy. He covers kicks too. Is he not cheap? He's not cheap. He's also not super young. This is basically. I can't resign you for that, man. Good. I'm proud of you, dude. Under my tutelage and removing the underachiever label, because I kind of I vanquished the underachiever label itself to the Phantom Zone. This guy's developed into like a guy that can demand a $2 million salary. I'd love to resign free safety. Would I? I would resign these guys if they were that important to me. Yeah, so this guy's younger. 4th round pick, 5th round pick. He's a free agent at one point. I feel like he covers a lot of kicks for me, but he doesn't have super remarkable speed or acceleration. I'll see if he's available later. Man, I'm going to let Jason Ferguson go because I'm going to let my right guard become, not Jason Ferguson. Jason Ferguson is being replaced by a rookie. Kyle Kosher is being replaced by a rookie also, or a guy that was a rookie. Now he's a second-year player. So let's go over here and look at my right guard. This guy, you're now a left guard. Congratulations. How do I change you? Maybe a little bit later in the process. I don't know. But Kyle Kosher is a really good player. I hope I'm able to reproduce his reproduction, but I wanted to start developing young players. The thing is that offensive line is easy to go old at, and the old players, I wonder if they get better stats. Like, it's just something at an offensive line where you get stats year after year, like some sort of oak tree. But I'm going to let him go. I got an 80 overall right guard. He was a left guard. Kyle Kosher did a lot of great blocks. All right, let's see what left guards are available. Just out of irony, I bet he's the highest rated, bar none. Easily. Maybe I was dumb to let such a highly rated player go, especially at offensive line where it's so hard to replace. All right, what all is available? Whoa, look at all these 99s. Jamal Brown? Oh, it's because of this. It's not the salary. They were probably forcing. There's a lot more like super high level players than usual. They aren't normally like 99s at meaningful positions like this. All right, I'm planning to restock my team through the draft, but these are some fantastic free agents. Plenty of teams have huge salary caps, so maybe this will be a redistribution of talent. It's not the biggest one, though. Kyle Kosher, only a 91 on this list. Wow, I didn't expect. Usually the free agent list isn't this great, but because I lowered it, I guess teams aren't re-signing guys as eagerly. Shoot. All right, I got a plan. I want to try phasing in some younger players. Let's just skip one day. Let's see how many salaries are offered to big players. Look at that. Lots. Arizona. What is that? $5 million a year? Yeah, I don't think I can afford that. Oh, man. Don't they already have a good left tackle? I'm kind of confused. Maybe that is their former good left tackle. Yeah, I bet he did play for them. What was this history? I wish they would list, like, the team he played on and stuff like that. San Diego's trying to re-sign Antonio Gates. That's neat. It looks like most of these guys are trying to re-sign with teams. Maybe oh man, Sean Taylor to the New Orleans Saints. I'm not looking forward to that, dude, because I mean he is, and he was in real life an incredible football player, and it's dreadful that he's going to the Saints, who have Reggie Bush, who is incredibly overrated in this video game. Okay. Well, okay, we're seeing how it sorts out. I was just really interested. So none of the low-level guys have drawn attention yet. Look at my team management. Breakdown. Break it down. All right, so the question is, do I sign the guys before the draft or after the draft? Before the draft, you'll get some better talent, but they're more expensive. After the draft, the free agents are picked over, but they're cheap. right, let's look at the quarterback, because it's not like I really want to have to draft a quarterback and then depend on that. Free agent quarterbacks, please. Matt Hasselbeck is in fact a very good quarterback in this. Where's Aaron Rodgers? There he is. Who are these guys better than him? Rex Grossman. Make you freaking wish. Reggie Westbrook, not Russell Westbrook. Don't confuse the two. Well, I'm very comfortable with Aaron Rodgers, and he's probably going to have his arm power. Whatever. He's been developing on my team. I'd be interested in signing him. Let's see, he's 27. He's cheap. He's very cheap with the mechanical tools to run my offense, which include a strong arm. All right, we signed Aaron Rodgers. Did I try to sign anyone else? Doesn't look like it. All right, Matt Hasselbeck. That's funny. He's going to the Giants. Now, Eli Manning, I think he's playing for the Bears. All right, looks like Jamal Brown's going there. He's going back to the Chargers. Lance Briggs is moving from the Bears. That's a big move to the Jets. Jets are a really good team. Sean Taylor's going to the Bears and not the Saints? I'm stunned. All right. I'm stunned. Some major moves of some major talent. Washington football team got weaker. Clinton Portis left. I guess they didn't like Marion Barber. They have a good draft pick to use there. I'm not sure what's Javon Curse re-signed. No, he transferred from the Jets. He's old, but the Jets have had fortune with olds. Okay, so where did Kyle Kosher go? He went to the Titans. Clinton Portis and Kyle Kosher went to the Titans, huh? All right, so now the guys further down the free agency list are getting signed. Very interesting redistribution of talent because I lowered the salary cap, but almost every team was like way under the threshold. Okay, so at the end of the year, a lot of teams had, most teams had like 15 million in salary cap room, and a few teams had only like 2 million in salary cap room. But it was clear going through using that Madden editor that I had that at the end of the season they were only committed to like 100 million for the next year, so I could lower it. And so I lowered it from 169 to 155. And I felt like that resulted in a very large number of like highly ranked players that aren't just kickers. Lance Briggs, meaningful linebackers, cornerbacks that are good. All right, so we got Aaron Rodgers. That was the only guy. He was my backup. I re-signed him. It was like $1 million a year for a position that I'm comfortable with him in. And now we're on to the draft. Okay. Let's go ahead and save. I should get a beverage. We're going to save. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. A person messaged me, it's posted to a forum, footballidiots.com. I got a Madden 8 forum, and someone told me how to run the draft through this cool Madden editor, and the draft in that tool is a lot more even, and I wanted to try it. My approach to solving the problem is that the human has too much advantage during the draft. During the draft itself, the computer makes incredibly stupid choices. And so it's difficult not to exploit it. Now, one way I don't exploit it is by not accepting trades on the day of, but I still wanted to try this other tool. It just seems like to offer a more realistic, authentic draft experience. So the way to do it is I'm going to save right now. I already saved, but I'm going to save a copy. Copy. Save. Yes. Go done. And then I go through the draft. I'm going to speed run the draft. I'm going to go to the rookie signing period, and I'm going to save again. Speed run, I said. You see these stupid trades. I could be the number 8th overall pick for my first and second at the bottom of the first and second. That's ridiculous. I could get like a franchise player at the 8th overall. I should have accepted it. I'm going to accept it.
Now on the clock, the Dallas Cowboys.
I'll take the highest rated player. And this way I have less draft picks. I accept all trades. You see, now I have 2 first-round picks. Now I have 3. I took a 4th and a 5th. This is why we can't have nice things. I had 3 first-round picks, and I did nothing. I did not deserve to get a first-round pick for the 4th and 5th round pick of someone else. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Now on the clock, the Dallas Cowboys.
All right, so I don't always have to trade, or I don't have to accept the trades. All right, so now we're going to go to the rookie signing. I'm not releasing Flozell Adams. Ridiculous. Go to sign picks. Then go menu, file. I'm going to go save right here. Done. Alright, I'm going to Alt-Tab out. Time is it? It's pretty late. Holy crap. Alright, so I'm going to quit Madden. I think this is something I have to do. I already saved. Alright, so now I have to remember which editor I'm even supposed to use to do this. I think it's Madden AMP. Alright, so that's right here. Gonna go find my saved game. Alright, apparently now you can enter the draft. So I'm gonna be the Dallas Cowboys. 5 minutes, sure. Start the draft there, yes. Alright, so it's going to tell me this class is not a good candidate for auto repair. It's not. It is a Madden generator. I don't know. I never do this. It doesn't, it like freezes lately. So I choose to use it. Now this is a big database of players. That's why this kind of chugs right here. Alright, so now I'm presented with this option where I can select the kind of position I want and how many hours to spend on it. So let's see here, initial projections. Right tackle is number 5 overall? Really? Okay, whatever. Okay, so I guess I do wish I had Madden open. I'm going to open Madden. I'm not going to open the high-res version. I want to look at my roster and make sure. I need to inspect.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
How many players I got? In fact, I might call it a night. It's too late. I'm going to go to bed, y'all. So, good night. And then tomorrow, there'll be the draft. That was pretty fun. Made it to free agency. Had to release a lot of players post-Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. Exhilarating. And then next time, we have the draft. It's like football Christmas.